Our second linkage institution, this unit that we're going to focus on, is political parties. So we're going to take a look at what political parties are and how they connect people to the government. What we see here, this is an example of one of the things political parties do is they help us choose candidates. So this is the Republican political party from 2016, and they had 16 different candidates trying to become the party's nominee. And so we're going to talk about how one of the things that parties do is narrow down the choices for voters like us. Here we got a bunch of people having a great time at a party convention. All these balloons, all this confetti. Time to celebrate. And the best way to celebrate is with our objective. So today we're going to describe the role of political parties. We're going to talk about all the different things political parties do, and we want to be able to explain how they link people to the government. So we'll be focusing on political parties as another one of our linkage institutions. So the question we're going to answer today, how do people organize around elections? All right, here's another look at a political party convention. This is President Reagan speaking at the 1988 Republican Party convention. But you see that what the parties do here is they bring the people, the regular voters, together with the government officials. So this is why the party serves as an important linkage institution. Let's start by making sure we've got a good definition of what political parties are. A political party is an alliance of people working together to win elections. That is the main thing we want to take home today. A political party is just a way to organize around winning elections. Their secondary goal here is they want to control the government, but they're going to do that by winning elections. Political parties compete against other political parties. So, it's a group of people finding the best way to compete against another group of people. Ultimately, they want to control the government and put their policies into effect. But that's not really, the party itself doesn't care about the policies so much. The party itself cares about showing that they can pass policies and showing that they can do the things they want to do so that you'll be more likely to vote for them in the next election. And the other thing that we want to keep in mind about political parties, to go way back to our Federalist paper stuff, is political parties are factions, right? These are groups of people that look out for their own interests over the interests of the whole. A couple other terms I want to make sure we understand. We are going to talk about parties, and we will talk about the party in power. In the United States, when we're describing the party in power, we're talking about which party controls the presidency. So is the president a Republican or a Democrat? And that's how we decide what party is in control. It doesn't really mean that they have control over everything, but it means that that's how the voters feel. So when a Republican president is in office, the voters are going to feel like the Republicans are the reason everything is happening. And when the Democrats have a president in office, same thing is true. The other party we can call the party out of power because they don't have power, and that is a term we'll see, but we most likely are going to call it the opposition party. The party that doesn't control the presidency they don't have the power as far as voters are concerned. So no matter how many other parts of the government they control, if they control the courts and the Congress and the local governments, in America we would still call them the opposition party because they don't control the presidency. And these are the three groups that make up the political party. So this is important. It's just kind of goofy political science stuff, but these are terms that we're going to see a lot in test questions and stuff. So asking us about who makes up the party. We've got the party organization, the party in the electorate, and the party in government. So those are the three groups of people that make up the political party. The party organization, these are the people that work for the political party. Like their job is to run the party. So they do the day-to-day business of the party. And that's like, all kinds of stuff from raising money, planning meetings, recruiting voters, like a million different things. But their job is to work for the party. There's also the party in the electorate. That's you. Those are the people that belong to a party or the people that give support to the party by voting for them. So this is the biggest part of the party, but the part of the party that's farthest away from the government. So the party in the electorate is the voters. How do they give support to the political party? And then we've got the party in government, and these are people who associate themselves with the political party. They say, I'm a Democrat or a Republican, and they have won office. So they have won their election and they control a government office. So they work together, likely with other members of the party, to help the party get things done to show voters how effective the party is. So the party in the electorate is obviously the people, the party in government is the government. And the party organization is how we link those two together, right? So they've built and they operate an organization every day that connects people to the government and gives a people a way to express their preferences for what the government should do. And finally, to be specific, as a linkage institution, how do they connect the people to the government? Well, from the people side of things, what they do is they help the people organize. They get the people together and they help the people have like an effective way to express what they think the government should be doing. Like if that may be policies, that may be people or whatever, but helping the people organize so that they can have an amplified voice, or that they can express a preference together in a way that they have like a numerical advantage. On the government side of things, what they do is they present the voters with like choices, usually like narrowed down choices, but they are presenting the voters with choices about who will control the government. So we want to keep that in mind. Remember, political parties will focus on who the government is, and that's the thing that we'll keep in mind as we move forward. All right, so that's just a real basic breakdown of what political parties are. The main thing we want to focus on today is what political parties do. So now we're going to look at all of the different roles that political parties have in trying to win elections and trying to organize and mobilize voters so that they can win elections.